Hey people, long time no see. Welcome back to the sleepover. I know I've been gone for a while. Sorry about that. I'll get into it shortly. But welcome back. I really missed you. I really missed doing this. My week felt empty without doing a recording, but what happened was I think on like Thursday, Wednesday last week, I just woke up with this really like sad feeling in my brain. I explain it as there's like two different sad feelings. Like you get a sad chest feeling or you get a sad brain feeling. And I just woke up with this really annoying sad feeling in the front of my brain. The way I described it was like a heavy rain cloud that was at the front of my brain. And every time I would wake up, like for 5 days in a row, I literally felt like I was mean mugging the whole night. Like I was going, like my forehead literally like hurt when I woke up. It felt like I was mean mugging the whole night. But I just wasn't having a good time last week. So I didn't want to get onto the internet and like do this like not trauma dump, but what should be a therapy session to like my camera and microphone and have this really awkward like hour-long conversation being like, man, my life sucks and this is why it sucks and this is why I'm stupid and I'm worthless and I'm gay, like all that kind of stuff. That was a FouseyTube reference, by the way. But yeah, I didn't want to like just put that out into the world and have this really like sad, dull talk. So I waited a week to upload the podcast, and then when I went to go record my YouTube video, I recorded like an hour-long like play session of Tomodachi Life, and then I like stopped for a second and I was like, wait, I feel really fake right now. I was just not feeling it last week, which is really sad because I'm like, yes, I'm gonna upload every week, and maybe that's not a smart goal, but who knows, we'll find out in the future. So because of that situation last week, I'm going back to therapy. I do notice a pattern where I'm like, I'll have a really tough week, and then the next week I'll be like, oh, life is good again. Like, I'm so happy and grateful. I don't need therapy because I was sad last week, but I'm happy this week. No, I want to end this cycle where I have like a really tough week randomly, and then the rest of the weeks are good. I'd rather have like an average of an okay week than have like really good weeks and like really bad weeks, if that makes sense, you know? I think it's my sleep. Actually, I'll label a few things, which I think it was. I'm okay talking about it now because I'm not upset, so not everything's gonna have this like whoa, like I'm sulking into the microphone. So I think it's my sleep. One of those nights I literally woke up on the hour every single hour, and you know, I love my sleep. I think I'm a sleep professional. Like, I really think I am. If I love sleeping, I also love waking up early. So if I'm having horrible sleep and waking up late, I start my day being like, well, my life freaking sucks now. It's not that dramatic, but because I was sad, it was pretty dramatic. And then I spent a lot of time at home. I think after... This should be studied. You have Christmas depression. What about post-Christmas depression? Because those, like the whole of December, early January, it's a lot. Like a lot of celebrations, a lot of doing things, a lot of hanging out with your friends. Everyone tends to be more free. So you just have a great time, like all the time. And then when January, like when the year settles in and you just do nothing because everyone's back to work, it's like, well, what do I freaking do now? In regards to work, I'll save this for later actually, but I do have some work updates, which I'm so excited about. So yeah, sleep and just like going back into the year, I stayed at home a lot because I've been trying not to spend as much money, so I just haven't been going out a lot, which is like fair, but staying at home and scrolling on social media, oh. This is why I started my YouTube channel, because I was at home scrolling social media, doom scrolling, getting upset. And then it just happened again. Like, this time, I noticed myself comparing my body a lot. And it was a really stupid one. I was watching this comic book video where they're like, this is what I imagine the MCU to look like after Avengers Doomsday. And they were just drawing all the men, like their chest was like... I was like, I don't look like that. Which is so stupid, but that also got to me. My body issues were flaring up quite a bit. I had a really good run, so sometimes, which I thought this was over, I think this is why I was even more sad. I like look into the mirror and I'm like, who is this freaking troll looking back at me in the mirror? So the mirror is really a battle sometimes. And I swear it was over. I was like, wow, I haven't had these like mirror issues in a long time, but I don't know what happened. It was just you let like one thought slide in, and it's a freaking avalanche. So I'm really excited to get like revamp my wardrobe because I noticed a lot of the clothes, like my pants, they sit super tight at my waist, and then like my thighs, but then they taper out, and I'm like, of course I feel uncomfortable. Like they're almost like skinny jeans at my waist and then they flare out to the bottom. Like it's not flattering to wear and to feel comfortable in. That's why I love wearing these tracksuit pants because they don't do that. So I really want to buy some pleated pinstripe pants and shorts. And I want to start what the freaking talk challenge? Tailored. Yes, I want to get my clothes tailored more like professionally. I'm very fortunate to live near Springvale, where literally I can get it done within the hour for cheap as well, and to a high quality. So I'm gonna start getting like my t-shirts and my pants tailored just so they fit better. T-shirts, don't get me freaking started on like short people wearing t-shirts, because as a shorty myself, t-shirts like in size small will go down like past my butt. I don't know who these t-shirts are built for, but they're like super long, super straight. They go past my butt. They're so unflattering, which is like no freaking reason. Like it's so obvious why I'm upset. These t-shirts just don't fit me well. So I want to get t-shirts that actually fit me well. I did try, tailor my t-shirts for a while, but I did such a horrible job at it. I was like, wow, I'm getting really good at this. And now I wear the t-shirts, I'm like, I did a horrible job at this. But I've done some research. I've also, what I saw was, I forgot, I assume it was a TikTok. This lady was like, look at these Pinterest things, like when you go to get inspiration, look at why you think it looks good to you and see where the clothes like land, where they sit and whatever. And I'm like, oh, a lot of these men's shirts that I like, they like stop like at the zipper, basically like halfway through the zipper, and a lot of my shirts go past my butt, and I have a big butt as a short person with like broad shoulders and a big butt. Like these shirts are not made for me because they'll fit nice at my shoulders. It'll get like flowy and then it'll stick to my ass. Like, so it's just clothes like not feeling flattering. Yeah, not for me. And honestly, like I've had body issues for such a long time that sometimes I literally do not care how clothes fit, how they look. And then when the insecure thoughts slide in, it's just like, gee whiz. When they slide in, it's just like, I feel uncomfortable. I don't want to go outside. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I did go on a date and it was horrible. But the night of it wasn't horrible. Sorry, that was really rude. It just didn't go like, it just didn't end up being anything, which is fine. But yeah, on the night of the date, I was like trying on my clothes, and that's when the first thought slipped in. I think I was anxious, so I was like predisposed more to those like mirror issues. But on a good term, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Over. Good vibes only. I've applied to an internship. I'm pretty sure I can say at Frontier Touring, which is an Australian touring company for concerts. So it's literally my dream position. I cannot even lie. I really hope I get it. It's for... Sorry, I'm talking a lot, so I'm getting like lots of things. It's for a marketing and social media position. Oh my gosh. I got to put in a video, like application, like a quick about me. And the first one I recorded was so boring. I have this issue where if you see me in front of a camera and I have to read a script, I'll literally be like, Hi, my name is Jimmy Webster, and this is my video. Like, I turn so boring, I forget that I can have a personality on a camera. And so I was telling Bella about this. I said, hey girl, like, I'm recording this video. She's like, did you make it fun? No, I didn't. I was like, I'm gonna have to record it. So I did another version. I was like, yes, this is so much better. And I got an email saying they've opened and downloaded my resume. That was 4 days ago. And I'm like, please. Only 58 people have applied, and they're taking 2 internship positions. So 58 divided by 2 is 29. I have a 1 in 29 chance of making it through. And I really hope that goes through, because they also offer full-time positions after that. So I could be starting a full-time big boy position this year. Also, I really need to decide this. So I'm expected to graduate this semester. Yay! But with everything I want to do, such as internships, I'm also broke. I'm broke AF. So I need a job. I had an interview at a stadium on Monday. The interview, like, I was really surprised. They took you into this big room, and there was a lot of people there. And then they were like, hey, these are like the 2 positions you could go for, like corporate retail or just retail. And this whole time I was like, I want to work at like the merch team, like where I can sell the merch to the customers. So I asked the guy, and he's like, yeah, a lot of the people like upgrade, or they like transition from retail to merch. So I was like, epic, that sounds cool as. And then from there, everyone got like split up into one-on-one interviews, and I was like one of the last ones. It was so annoying. I was getting anxious, which is totally understandable. Like, that was a fine anxiousness. And then this lady called my name. She said, Dylan Webster. I said, ha, that's me. Also, I was like one of the only people like dressed like formally. A lot of the women, of course, like they're freaking women. They get it. They dress formally. A lot of these men, like someone was wearing tracksuit pants and a jumper. Like, mate, you're at a job interview. Like, put some effort in. That's just how I feel, anyways. Maybe I'm a freaking old conservative lady, but it was just like, hey guys, we're at a job interview. You kind of want to like put a little bit of effort in, maybe. But during the interview, she would ask me. She literally would. So, let me get my facts straight. Let me get my words straight. So, as it started, we sat down. She's like, hi, how are you? So, I imagine you're me. Okay, so I'm going to look at you. So, I'm supposed to look at you. But she was like, hi, how are you? What's your name? And then she'd be like, so, what other, like, jobs have you done? By the way, this was on my resume. I literally just had to re-speak my resume, which tells me that they only looked at it to apply, but they didn't like show it to anyone else. So it was really annoying. I was like, all of this is on my resume. Like, I'm not sure why I have to retell you everything. But it was okay. It was whatever. I was having a good time. I just wanted to chat to someone. I was silent for like over an hour, which for me is a long time to not talk. So I was like, I'm gonna really try my best to like just like have a good convo with her. Get a little bit of a back and forth going, like didn't happen. And I would say not my fault. I really tried. But I think it went well. I think I'm going to get the job. The only thing though is that it's not a frequent position. So the way it works is they'll be like, hey guys, there's an event happening this Saturday, who wants to work? And then you'll be like, yes, I want to work. It's a bit first come, first serve, not really. But it is a bit. They were like dancing around the fact that like it is first come, first serve. But anyway, I think that's perfect for what I want to do. Like, if I'm busy with uni, and I'm unable to take a shift, I'll just be like, no, I can't work that one. But if I'm free, I'll be like, yes. And also, they pay a lot. So if I can like take a 10-hour shift, which I hope, fingers crossed, a 10-hour shift like every second week or whatever, even like every week, nice. But there's not an event every week, so yeah, unfortunately I am looking for another job, one that's a bit more secure, that I can, you know what my ideal schedule is? I'll get this out, because I was talking about uni before. So my ideal schedule is 2 days of uni, 2 to 3 days of work, And then the rest is like either social media, studying, hanging out with friends, whatever. And 1 day of internship. Yes, so 2 days of studying. If I can get that down to one, it might be a bit stressful. But 2 days of studying, 1 day of internship, 2 days of work. Perfect. That is such a perfect week for me. And I feel like that still gives me room to like live and be a person still. And that's what I wanted to talk about, because I can choose to graduate this semester. But with everything that's going on, internship, work, my hobbies, social media, I don't think I'll be able to do 4 units and work and internship and social media on the side. It just doesn't sound feasible. It doesn't sound healthy. So I was really convinced that I was going to do 2 units this semester, 2 units in my next semester, and graduate at the end of the year. But they sent me an email being like, congratulations, you can apply to graduate. Because you have to be like, yeah, I want to graduate this semester. And then you like send the forms in. And I was like, wait a second, I can be done with uni like in May. Holy smokes, like I can be done. And that I was like, wait a second, maybe I should just, you know what my biggest worry is that I'm taking life too easy. So I quit my last job. The last job I had, I quit it May last year after my cat passed away. I was just too stressful. I was going through it with uni. My job was stressful as well. It was a sales like position where you get tracked on like your performance. And I was like, okay, I'm at uni, so I'm already being like stressed about assignments and my performance. My cat passed away. I don't want to have to go to work and be worried about like if I'm going to stay on in a few months because of my performance. So I quit my job. I have like dabbled in other positions. I do like some photo booth work for some friends, so I'll get a little bit of money on the side. If I do like other social media work for friends, I'll get a little bit of money on the side, but it's like never consistent. So I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to enter the work field again. I've been working since I was 15, which is kind of insane. So I was like, I'll also just take a break from working. It's been a little bit of a break now. I'm ready to be like, yeah, I'm ready to work again. But the thing is, I'm worried that I took it a bit too easy in the later half of last year, where I just wasn't working. I was just going to uni. And honestly, that last semester really got to me as well. I started submitting my assignments late. I'm talking like 5 days late. I was just done with uni. I was done. Like, I'm in a creative field and I'm writing essays for every assignment. Like, I don't want to do this anymore, which is why I also want to graduate as fast as I can, because I'm like, if I extend this any longer, I'm gonna get pissed off. Like, do not piss me off. So if I can get it done and over with, that would be great. And also, it's like, okay, I'm pretty sure I can do it. I don't want to be a freaking lazy butt and like always be like, oh, this might be too much for me. Actually give it a go first. Yes, it sounds like a lot, but I do love a busy week. I love staying going. I love like keeping the motivation up. Perfect for me. So uni, if I go full time, this will be the ideal situation. Actually, it's what I said before. 2 days, 1 day of internship, and some work on the side. But oh my gosh. So I asked for an internship through my school, and they gave me a soil company in the suburbs for email marketing. I was like, this is not what I asked for. Like, this is like not even close. I said I want to work in an office space in the city with a small queer team. Is that too much to ask for? We're in freaking arts. Like, you like close your eyes, spin around in a circle, you point at someone in the arts field, they're gay, they're queer. Like, come on. Really not that hard. That really, really upset me, because I was writing on this internship that they were going to give me to like set me up for the rest of the year, and I saw soil and email marketing. I said, no, like, what is wrong with you? That honestly might have been the start of the downfall, because I was like, I'm writing on this internship. Who is this? I was like, I'm writing on this internship to like set me up for the rest of the year. If it's a good internship, I'll like keep working there. I'll work full time. Could move out. That would be freaking epic. So that really put like a pin in everything. That literally unset everything. So this new Frontier Touring internship that I've applied for, I don't think I can get accredited for my course, because when I rejected the soil internship, I was like, hey, I'm applying to another one. Just letting you know, can I like use that? They were like, well, actually, that's weeks worth of paperwork that we have to do if you want to work there. So let us know by 2 days ago if you're working at this internship. And you know, my response was, of course, like, yeah, I'm gonna find out by then. I haven't found out. It's because the description was like, we're hiring as we open these interviews, so we'll let you know as soon as possible. I was like, epic. Like, if I send it in, I'm gonna know within a week. It's been 2 weeks. So whatever. I've let that slide. Honestly, I'm thinking I should just sorry, I just got reminded of a dream that I just had last night. I'm not gonna talk about it, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna take it. I'm like gonna get the stick out my butt and like work really hard. Yeah, talking about sticks in my butt. Anyway, moving on. Oh my gosh, my set is falling apart. Oh my gosh, it's this one ruins the set. It keeps falling down. I hate this one. It was a great gift to the people that gave me this. I thank you. Okay, moving on. So, I think I'm gonna do full time. I think I'm just gonna like really focus. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a challenge. But hey, I love rewarding myself. I'm really good at rewarding myself. So if I can build up my money, build up my resume, and finish uni, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Honestly, guys, life can be challenging, but, you know, take the challenge sometimes. I'm so good at being like, oh, I think this is gonna be too hard for me, not gonna do it. Where the heck is my freaking, like, courage? Like, my confidence in myself? Like, yes, it's gonna be a challenge, but, girl, like, it's gonna feel so worth it. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Yeah. I'm gonna do full-time uni, look for an internship, work a job. Like, come on. Okay, moving on. So, what I wanted to talk about in this video was the Grammys. I watched the Grammys last night just for this video. I wasn't gonna watch it, but I wanted to talk about it. I want to put this fella somewhere. Wait, I'm gonna have some water. Water break. Okay. So I watched the Grammys last night. Is it still recording? I gotta use my foot. Oh, gotta put in my password. Whatever. See, this is what freaking... Oh my gosh, the set has literally fallen to pieces. I thought I did a really good job, but apparently not. Okay, I just had to check if it was still recording. So, whatever. So I watched the Grammys last night. I wrote down some notes on what I thought about it. Overall, pretty underwhelming, must I freaking say. I feel like the music awards, what is it, the AMAs, I feel like their performances are so much better. Okay, but we'll start from the start. If you haven't watched it yet, you might have no clue what I'm talking about, which is okay, but these are all household names and everything. So, the Grammy started with APT, Bruno Mars, and Rosé. I didn't like the live remix of this. Usually, I'm a live band freak. You know, when concerts, I really want to hold my mic. Should I do it? No, I won't. Yes, I will. Bruno Mars, and Rosé. It's like, the idea of it was really cool. I love a live band. I just really didn't like this mix that they did for the live version. What else? Oh, Bruno Mars and Rosé. Why do I keep full government? So, Bruno and Rosé, their vibe is so cool. You can tell Rosé was having a lot of fun. She had this certain energy about her that you don't get in her Blackpink performances that she brought to the stage. I was like, dude, she's a full performer. Like, she's so fun. She looked great. Bruno looked whatever. He's always wearing those dang suits. Oh yeah, apparently she grew up around my area. I'm gonna say my area. It was like 30 minutes away, but that's still like apparently one of my friends tutored her for a bit or something. Like, really cool, local legend. The song made sense to open the show, but I don't know how the Grammy works. Is it from like 2024 onwards? Because APT was 2024, no? And it just felt a little old to be starting the show with. I was like, girl, APT has had its moment. It's like long gone. Google, when did APT Oops, I cannot type like this. When did APT release? But okay, also, is it Apata, or my friends, when they were singing it, they were singing Apata. Okay, it came out. Okay, that's Attack on Titan. What the heck? When did APT release? 2024. October 18, 2024. That was really late. Oh my gosh, yes. Sorry, no, it was totally last year as well. No, its moment was like early last year. Anyway, moving on. It did feel a little bit old. I guess it makes sense with the release date. Queen Latifah, I saw her in the crowd. I was so... Shout out Queen Latifah. I loved you in Hairspray. Big, blonde, and beautiful. Yeah, great song. Great song. Moving on. I saw Mr. Moonbeam Ice Cream himself. Can I say something controversial? I think he's a bit handsome. He does look like every average Australian man, which is probably... Like, he has a mustache, the, like, curly hair, whatever. He does kind of look like that guy I tried to date that one time. Yeah. Sit on it. That's all I'll say. Okay. Up next, we have Sabrina Carpenter. I wrote, so fun. I love her sets. She did this little airport set, this airport gimmick. I loved it. It was so fun, so theatrical. Like a stage, the catwalk on the conveyor, that was so fun. So you know how at airports the luggage, it's that little like conveyor belt. She did a little catwalk on that. I thought that was so cool. I was like, yeah, that is so smart. Only she would come up with that. That is not true, but I actually love her so much. She sounded really, really good every time she performs live. So I don't hear her sing live often, but every time she does, I feel like she's like a lot better than last time. Not to say she's ever been bad. She was singing Man Child. She was hitting all those notes. She was Man Child. Yeah, she hit that. This sound speaker, so she pulled up this little, like, you know how when you're at the airplane they go, we're now departing on a life jacket, whatever. She used one of those and she was doing the I like my boys playing hard to get. To be fair, she was dancing, but that one sounded a little rough. But overall, Manchild is such a good song. I don't care what people say. And I think she had so much fun performing, and it was such a good watch. I tried not to be biased, but after looking at my notes when I woke up, so I watched it last night. I didn't watch all of it because I fell asleep. But a lot of my notes, if I like the person, I said, I wish they performed another song. Which, honestly, if you're watching a performance video and you're like, dang it, I want to watch another one, that's a good sign. Loved her costume as well. She looked great. I love when she wears tights. They're always a little sparkly, a bit glittery. I love that. Okay. Then we had Queen Latifah and Doechii announcing the awards. They looked great. They complemented each other really well. Queen Latifah did look like a big loofah, with a the zipper was gigantic, but it did look like she was wearing a loofah, which I thought was so funny. This was for rap. To be honest, I don't know a lot about rap, but Kendrick Lamar seemed like such a deserving win for Best Rap Album of the Year. He stayed within the cultural zeitgeist 24/7. He was on people's minds. He was all over everyone's For You page. I think such a deserving win. Up next, we had the Marias. Oh, what a stage. It was a beautiful stage. It was blue. I don't know the main singer's name. Maybe Maria. Shout out Maria. She was dressed beautifully. She had this long, like, dark hair, she looked beautiful. Sounded amazing too. They performed in Melbourne last year, I think, and I'm so sad I didn't go. I didn't listen to the music at the time. I do now. I'm so sad I didn't go. I wish it was longer, to be honest. It felt like it went over too fast. I wish they sang another song. Love the Marias, love Sabrina Carpenter. I wonder what the link is between them. I was so captivated. I could have watched like a whole show of them just doing it. This is for Best New Artist. Yes. Addison Rae. I'll be real, I did not like Diet Pepsi. I thought Famous Gun was a bit boring, but I've turned around. I really like Famous Gun. Tell me who I am. Yeah, love that song. Something didn't sit right with me for this performance though. I'll just read out my notes. Love Fame is a gun, but this just didn't hit at all. It kind of gave that one. So she does this little performance with one of, you know, those boxes like sound stages use to like transfer stuff. It's like those big wheelie box bins. She did this little like choreograph, like slamming on the table, turning it around. You know that one Blackpink cover video where there's these 4 girls around the table and there's machi macharan and they're like sitting. That's what it reminded me of. It looked very like silly. It was too gimmicky. I'm ripping into her, but of course I couldn't do any of this. This is all with peace and love. It's also with a personal preference. I just thought the idea wasn't fully realized, I guess. And also, I think Charlie did like walking into the Grammys so well last year, with like her Brat album, that doing this just felt a little lackluster, which is like totally understandable. The budget's going to be completely different. I don't know how it works. I don't know who decided this, but I just felt like it was a little lackluster. The outfit reveal, so she was wearing this big purple trench coat. I thought it looked really funny. I didn't think it looked very flattering. It also looked like there was this like white fabric that was like hanging out the end. I'm not sure what that was, but it did look like a diaper. I thought like someone in the costume department did her wrong. But when she did the reveal into, it was like a 2-piece, I thought that was great. It just felt old. Like the performance felt old. It felt very like 2010s like costume reveal, dance. It felt very Drag Race as well. You know when Trixie Mattel, what season is that? Also, people are doing construction literally right across the road, so if you can hear any like construction, that's what's going on. But when Trixie Mattel, Shangela, All Stars 5 maybe, I forgot, All Stars 3, it gave the same vibe as that, but they did it better as well. So I didn't really like this performance at all. I thought it was a bit unrealized. I love Fame is a Gun. Addison Rae, I like don't really have an opinion on her. I just didn't like this performance. This led into Gnarly by Cat's Eye. The transition was pretty cool. I did not expect that. They sounded all right, which is really interesting because like when they were singing, they weren't moving that much. So they were a bit out of breath already, but they weren't really moving. I'm being really, really harsh, but at the end of the day, I loved all of these performances. I'm just being, like, critiquing for the sake of critiquing. Like, why do I say, like, critiquing? Yeah, whatever. Gnarly also is an annoying choice, but I get it. It was their song, like, that really, like, sent them into fame. It's just, like, Gnarly is, I don't know. At least they didn't do Internet Girl, that's what I'll say. I need water. Yeah, at least they didn't do Internet Girl. Then they turned into a dance break. The dance break was fun and cool. And at first, when I heard they did a dance break during the music awards, I was like, girls, this is a freaking music, like, a music award show. Why are we dancing? But it turns out it's like basically anything visual with like audio. So yeah, that tracks. Like a dance break, that was cool. They kind of outperformed themselves in their own song. The dance break was so fun that their singing at the beginning was so forgetful. Both performances, being Addison Rae and Cat's Eye, were a bit underwhelming, knowing what they're capable of. Like, I know they can do so much better. It could have been time, money, constraints, whatever. So yeah, I was just like, they both could do better, but they didn't, and that's okay. Then we went on to Leon Thomas, which I didn't know if I knew him until I heard his songs. His song. I literally forgot what it was. Oh, my tailbone. Ouch! Oh my gosh. My tailbone has literally gone numb. But, the band, I don't know if it's just him or the band, but they were such a vibe. They sounded great. The red lighting and smoke that they had going on, smooth band and vocals. It felt like a really nice, refreshing song after going from Fame Is a Gun to Cat's Eye Gnarly. Like, those are both like punchy songs. So smooth song. It was great listening to. Then we went to Alex Warren. Ordinary. Yeah, that song. I asked, is this the racist guy? I need to search this up. You know that guy who went on to SNL? Get me back to God's country. Who said that? I doubt it was Alex Warren. Ugh. Who said? Morgan Wallen. Okay, completely different people. Okay, so that answers my question. He's not the racist guy. I only know this song from TikTok in a bad way. So when I heard this song, I was like, this isn't the song for me. And to be honest, there's this genre of sad British men singing these like powerful ballads. I say powerful with kind of like powerful. Yeah, he just felt like another British sad man genre type music. Also, I don't think he was very representative of a new winner at all. Meaning that, listen, this is from an Australian point of view, my point of view, a queer point of view. This is an American award show, so this is a very different context which I'm viewing it through. But yeah, I just don't think it was representative of a winner at all. I don't know if his other music has popped off or if it was just that one song. And that's what I felt like. If it's just that one song, I feel like that's not like new artist worthy. I wasn't sad it ended. It was it felt a bit gimmicky. Next, oh my gosh, we have Lola Young. Gorgeous, powerful. She did a piano rendition of Messy, which I get. Messy was her song last year. Was it last year? I assume it was. That's the one that really like put her on people's mouths, people's minds. Did for me as well. So I get that's the song she covered. I saw people online really, really bully Lola Young, and I hate it. The only assumptions I can make on why they hate her is because she's a lady, for one, and she's like raw, like with her emotions. So people see that and they immediately make fun of her. They also call her loud as well, which is like, guys, misogyny is like really not cool. Like, guys, come on. Hating women is not cool. Can we not for freaking 5 seconds? I love Lola Young. I love her new album. I always forget what it's called. Fucking Myself or something? Fucking Myself. What is it called? But it was my top album of last year, which is really upset why I can't remember. I'm really fucking myself, yeah. So, in my top 100 last year, I'm pretty sure the entire album is in my top 100. I use Apple Music. Sorry! But, no. Oh my gosh, my 2026 is updating as we speak. Okay. 2025, my number one song was Not Like That Anymore. That song got me through a lot. So, this song came out as the dates were going poorly with that guy. And it's just like, I can't play it on here. Oops, I don't want it. But like, come on, man. It's like it's like a rage song where you just want to get everything out and you're like, man, my life kind of sucks. Oh, I'm gonna cry talking about this song. It's not cry worthy, but it's like, my life sucks and like everything around me is going wrong, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna put myself first and I'm not gonna like fuck myself. Like, I can say like life is fucking me up, but I'm not gonna let myself fuck myself anymore. And I'm playing my mom, and she's like, oh, like, this is very she didn't say vulgar, but I just feel like, okay, but I'll read the lyrics. For those who haven't listened to it, listen to it, but I'll read the lyrics. Brittany Broski does this on her podcast, and I always laugh, because she reads it like it's a freaking poem. I get it now. And now I'm locked out, got nowhere to go, and my phone got stolen, and my balance is low. But if I look on the bright side, at least I'm not fucking myself anymore. And I got a little kick out of declining your call. I guess that means I don't need your dick at all. And so I'm fucking myself, but not like that anymore. It's also like, it's also, you know, about relationships as well. Which is why it hits as well. It's like, yeah, like I'm making some mistakes, but this relationship sucked, and I don't need you. And at least, like, you're out of my life now, you know? Love that song. If it was an ideal world, I would have liked her to perform that, but I totally understand why she did Messy. It's not my favorite song. I liked it when it came out. I didn't realize that it was such a radio song, and when I heard it on the radio a lot, it kind of fell off for me. But again, like, I get why she did Messy. It was a beautiful, like, the way she performed it as well was really raw. Let me get my notes up again. I can see she's taking notes from my blush. I love doing my blush like the summer tan. You know that one photo shoot? Wow. That one photo shoot with a guy. He does that sunburn look. I love that photo shoot. It's so hot as well. She sounds amazing. The belts hit, and I could tell singing for her on that stage was very therapeutic. She made her return after fainting on stage. Lala Leong hate is so much. They're like, she faked it, she's looking for attention, she couldn't sing, so that's why she fainted, all this stuff. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. Raw vocal, I said proper was great. I'm assuming I meant power. I would have loved to see another song where she got to have fun, but like, listen, it makes sense. Another one of her songs, One Thing, that's top 4, Dealer top 9, Spiders 16. I'll just quickly read them out. Fuck Everyone 36. That's a fun song. Why Do I Feel Better When I Hurt You was 60. Can We Ignore It 65. Perfect Clarity 67. Penny Out of Nothing 81. That's almost the whole album. There's a few songs missing. Okay, what's my 2026 replay so far? Olivia Dean, A Couple Minutes. Joe, Basic Being Basic. I've seen it. Oh my gosh, that song is so sad. You Lose by Magdalena Bay 4 and Purple Rain number 5. Honestly, yeah, work. These are all good music. Good songs. Oh, this is a hot top 100. Wow, this looks great. Anyway, moving on. Up next, we had Olivia Dean. I wasn't the biggest sorry, my tailbone really hurts. I wasn't the biggest Olivia Dean stan when her music started to get popular, but I've been converted. Love Olivia Dean. Love the disco stage that she had going on. It was so pretty, such a vibe. What song? I think she did Man I Need. Come be the man I need. She also won Triple J top 100. Such a deserving winner. Her music is great. It's like fun music. Literally, when I listen to her music, it's like the embodiment of like Aussie summer. Like, you're driving with your friends in the car, windows down, it's a bit hot, you have the AC blowing, the wind's blowing in your hair, and you're like, come be the man I need. Like, it's literally like perfect music. She also donates from her tickets to local Australian venues. So cool, such a diva. She sounded great live, and she had the wind blowing in her hair. Such a good touch. I think anyone with long hair should have a soft fan blowing at all times. Like, literally, she looked like a goddess up there. Her energy is so infectious, and I couldn't help but smile while watching her, which is so stupid. That sounds so cheesy. Oh my gosh, my foot is asleep. But like, she sounded great. Her skin was glowing. She, like literally in both ways, she was a shining artist. I thought it was over too fast. I could have watched so much more of her. I wish she could have performed another song. This is the medley of like new artists. Next, we had Somber. The first note I wrote was, I don't want anyone else. He was a bit nasally. I'm not a big fan of Samba. I don't get good energy from him. I don't know what it is. I don't like his music either. His outfit was pretty cool, but he didn't have any shirt on underneath, and I thought like he could use like a chainmail like shiny shirt underneath. I thought that would have really like complemented the outfit he had going on. Otherwise, he just looked like a bit very average. I thought his performance was pretty underwhelming. When he sings, this is what I noticed. I think this is why I get bad energy vibes from him. He like scrunches over the microphone, so he'll be singing. Like, he looks like he's in pain when he sings. He looks very closed off. I think, you know, when people belt, I can't think of anyone like specifically, but people who sing and they have the microphone and they belt outwards, instead of like, I think that just gives you a better energy. I know nothing about singing. This is just off of, like, visuals. He just looks super closed off when he sung. I think he had a mic filter on, which it was, like, distorted, like, blown out, but it didn't sound good. His walk around in the crowd was a bit fun. He was walking around dancing with people. I thought that was, like, cool. I think he needs to embody a bit more of that energy. I I think he could have used. Oh yeah, I said this already. I think his energy just feels a bit awkward. Despite him being really high energy, he just felt super awkward. So I didn't like this one. I'm glad it was over when it finished. Then Chapel Roan announced a new artist, which they're starting this thing where the last year's new artist or upcoming artist or whatever does the following like announcement. She looked great. They had Madonna Vogue as her entrance song. Perfect song to walk in on. She's so perfect. She looked like a freaking vision. Her Grammy like red carpet look was so cool as well. I'm seeing it getting hate online, which of course it was. Not only is it Chapel Roan, so people are just ready to hate on her. It was, I don't want to say revealing, that's the wrong word. She just did like a nude illusion with like I don't know what it was, like pins over like where her nipples would be, I assume. Girl, like, get a freaking grip. Good girl, get a grip. The 5Gs. Like, people are just so willing to hate on her. There's that one clip of Sabrina being like, wow, you guys are so quiet. Like, Chapel really taught you well. Period. Like, that's the girl she is. Where did I go to? I feel like, so, from what I got from, like, her talking, I felt like something happened to make it hard for her to host. She was squinting her eyes. I wonder if, like, the teleprompter like was malfunctioning a bit too far away. It was a bit too small or something. I could tell like something was going on and she wasn't feeling fully comfortable. But she announced Best New Artist Olivia Dean. So deserved. She's an angel. I'm excited for her future. She gave a powerful speech as well. I think she's literally the perfect embodiment of upcoming new artists. Like literally perfect choice. I'm gonna run through the next few ones because I am running out of time. Whenever Bad Bunny is on screen, ooh, Bad Bunny. That's all I'll say. Justin Bieber. He performed next. I hate that album title, Swag. Swag as an album title. I hate it. I don't know, like, my Justin Bieber knowledge is not that big, but he had like 30 songs on that album or something. Don't do too much now. Watch yourself. The bedroom aesthetic was really cool. It was like this 70s, like, burnt orange carpet. He was wearing socks and boxers. Like, it was a whatever outfit. Men, PSA to all men, stop getting lion tattoos on your chest. They look stupid. I don't know what meaning they're supposed to convey. Not all tattoos have to convey a meaning, but a lion on your chest, are you trying to say like, I'm the leader of the pack and I'm a lion, I'm ferocious? Like, I'm going to start calling any man I see with a lion tattoo on the chest ferocious. Then we'll talk about how they feel about lion tattoos. I don't want to see another one. I watched the performance and I kind of had no words. When he was singing, there's this term in like Drag Race, being a pointer queen. Whenever you do a lip sync, you're like, like he was pointing nonstop, and then he crossed his arms. So when he was singing, he like crossed his arms. It looked like he was trying to like make his muscles look bigger, whatever. I'm over analyzing. I'm being I'm giving it a lot of criticism. But I like, it's just for the sake of criticism. I'm not actually being hateful. That sounds so fake. I don't get the song, the lyrics. I think he was singing Yukon. I think that was the song. Slide City, you know what it means. I actually don't. I don't know what Slide City means. Like sliding to the DM, sliding to the, I don't know. He also did this vocal sim, like he had that soundboard and he would do, yeah! It was so weird. It felt so out of place. I think the song went on for too long and then he walked off Nonchalant King. Hailey was more iconic than him. When the song finished, they cut to her and she went, she looked so great. In those, it was literally like 3 seconds. I was like, that's a star. Justin Bieber, what's going on, mate? Then he walked back on to like put the guitar down. I thought that was really weird. He just didn't give a good energy. These men just don't give good energy for some reason. Like in those 3 seconds, I was like, wow, Hailey Bieber, love. Hello. Justin Bieber, not love. What is this? I said, oh my god, that's Bay, and Bay, he is the guy from SNL. I low-key have a crush on him. He looked a bit weird, but I can fix him. Sight for Sore Eyes. I literally perked up when I saw him. I wish I knew his name. He was just on Royal Court as well. He's so hot. Bad Bunny won. Oh, what was the award? I forgot what the award was, but such an undeserving winner. Shouted "Ice out, ice out." No, he just said "Ice out." The crowds went wild. Perfect. You know what's interesting to me? A lot of artists, or I guess our presumption of artists, is that they're afraid to speak out because of the repercussions. But then we had Bad Bunny and Billie Eilish. From what I watched, those two people speak out. They're like, Billie Eilish comes to the awards every year. I don't think they're actually facing any repercussions for speaking out. So I'm not saying every artist should speak out. I'm not disappointed in any artist that didn't speak out. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't feel like they get in trouble for speaking out. So I think more people should speak out. That's all I'll say. I didn't like Bad Bunny's outfit. It looked like the silhouette was really cool, but it looked like it gave him a hunchback. You know those live action Ninja Turtles? It literally looked like his neck was sticking out like this, and he had a huge hunchback. I think the suit just didn't fit him well. Oh, this one's a bit controversial. Contemporary country music artist. Something feels too white about that. It feels too detached. Hello, puberty. It felt too detached from what country music is and where it came from, aka black culture. All the nominees were white. All the music sounds so bad. I would be a fan of country music if it was good. It's just every single song, it sounds like we're at a bar and it's Friday night and then we put our hands up and it's a good night and it's a good time. I'm with my friends. Like, that's literally what every song sounds like. We're around the fire, we're drinking beer, the guitar, and then it turns into like a choir and it turns a cappella. Everyone claps, like whatever. The music is so bland. Yeah. Well, there's a lot. Okay. Whoa, I wrote a lot. Up next, Lady Gaga. I'm gonna steamroll the next ones. Lady Gaga was cool. The headpiece was cool. Such a funky mix. It was whenever she did Abracadabra. She didn't really dance, which is fine. She did a small scale for her, and I thought it really worked. It was a smaller scale than Addison Rae, but somehow Abracadabra felt larger than life. That might be a testament to Lady Gaga herself. Best pop vocal, Lady Gaga. She won, deserved to win it. I think that album did a lot for her. Did a lot for the communities that it was aimed at. I think she did an amazing job. Bruno Mars sang next. He's still in his Silk Sonic era, whatever. The song was generic. The performance was fine. Best pop solid performance, Lola Young. Yeah, messy. Listen, tough lineup. I know people are going to be mad. It makes sense, but she's such a sweetie. How can you not love her? I'm literally steamrolling because I'm running out of time. Song of the Year, Wildflower by Billie Eilish was a crazy pull. The songs up there were great. I feel like Wildflower, that was like June 2024. It felt like a long time ago, so I'm not sure how she won. Great song. It is a bit confusing. Love her outfit. She said fuck ice. I thought that was so cool. Because I know they're not allowed to swear, so I just think it's really cool. She's a cool person. Then up next we had, this is the last one I have notes on. Tyler, the Creator. Love the theatrics straight away. Different lyrics. He sang different lyrics when he sang his live versions. I want to read what they are and understand them. Lola Young's vocals made a feature. I was yes, oh my gosh, so cool. I don't know if it's the live mixing, but the performances felt so funny this year. They just didn't sound that great. I'm sure watching it live, you're like, oh my gosh, because I've seen Tyler live. He was great live. He was so cool. Pardon me. But for some reason, this performance just wasn't it for me. I love the idea. I love the songs that he chose. He got to do 2 songs, which I thought that was so cool. Yeah. That's it for my Grammy recap. I love Tyler, the Creator. My what I've noticed is that I do really like the artists that I like, and the artists that I don't like, I do have like less of an opinion on them. I do like Cat's Eye, I do like Addison Rae. It did feel a bit disappointing. The other artists that I haven't mentioned, if I don't know them, like I just didn't have that good of an opinion on them. I tried to say as unbiased as possible, but clearly that didn't work. So that's my Grammy recap. That's my life recap. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know how many people are going to make it through. I keep forgetting to announce. So, in the description of my videos, I have this little like voice message app where you can leave me a voice message. And you know, if you want to beg to be invited to the sleepover, like leave a little message, ask me any questions, I will answer it. Alright, I'm gonna end it here because I have been talking for a long time. So I want to thank you for watching. Sorry for disappearing. I do still feel a little weird. Like I did record like 10 minutes of another like podcast earlier today and it just didn't work out. I do still feel a little bit weird. Sorry if the vibes are off. I'm really gonna work on it. Therapy next Monday. But I'll see you later this week and then next week on the podcast. Thank you for watching. Bye. Oh, my ass.